Hello there, buddy. I'm Mr. Gamepie, and this is Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog, Part 5. Last time we went through the Labyrinth Zone. And, yeah, that was fun. Now we're gonna go through Starlight Zone. Now, I said that the Labyrinth Zone was probably the hardest level in the game. Well, Starlight Zone, it's pretty hard too, but it's also kind of the breather level. Now, these guys, you might recognize them from the level that we were just in, Labyrinth Zone. But these guys now, they don't shoot their spikes anymore. So they're more obstacle than enemy. Though you can still kill them. You just need invincibility time to do it. The fire shooters of Marble Zone are back, though they're more techno-y now. We got nice little platforms right here. Up in the stars. Now, there are a lot of different pathways in this game. In fact, that's one of the reasons that's one of the things that makes it so great. I mean, you can pretty much play the same game twice, or maybe even 3 times, and take completely different paths each time, if you want to. I mean, of course, I'm taking some of my favorite paths on my run, but play it for yourself and you'll see. There are a lot of different ways to play this game. And that it was a very short level. But if I had gone down, you would actually see a lot of construction-type areas, which is pretty cool. But those areas are really hard to get past. I typically die if I try to do those paths. Which is why I like to stay on the top. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Speed. Oh boy, these guys. These guys are invincible. So once again, more obstacle than an enemy. Oh, that happened. There are lots of fans in these levels. Some of them will stop, but others just go on perpetually. And prevent, like, backtracking and stuff. Yeah, this guy. Get out of here. Oh, dear! Yeah, thanks, buddy. Okay, these. You'll see quite a few of these. That's, they're basically springs, but, delayed. Lots of rings. Beautiful. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay. I'm still alive. Nice. What do we got next? The end of the level, of course. So, yeah, once again, I actually have 50 rings at the end of the level. In fact, they basically gave you 50 rings right there, right before the end of the level, so that's nice of them to do that. In case you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds yet. Which I do. Anyone who's watched the first 3 parts of this knows that. And I guess I mentioned it in the last part as well, so unless this is the first episode that you've been watching, you probably know that I have all of them. Springs that lead to nowhere. Well, here's a construction-type area down here that I was mentioning. Oh, dear! Oh, I'm still alive. Good. There's an endless pit down there, so, yeah, watch out for that. Oh, this part's kind of annoying. They had, sections like this a lot in, the Death Egg Zone of Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, dear! Wow, thanks, guys. That's just... That's not cheap at all. What's up here? Whoa! Whoa! That was interesting. Well, I guess I'm not going up there. This is sort of like those things that we've found in Springyard Zone, except a lot bigger. Honestly, I'm not very familiar with this particular pathway. Like I said, I don't usually go down here! I didn't realize those things appeared outside of Scrap Brain Zone. We'll see that one later. I'm just getting my brains beaten out by everything, aren't I? Alright, let's do this. Nope. You can actually bounce on it multiple times, and you'll end up going higher after the second bounce. Like so. Bombs. Hit this. To make it go down. And more bombs. checkpoint. I think this is the boss now. Okay, so here we have a puzzle boss. He's kind of cool. Not necessarily hard, but pretty cool. That's not gonna work. But this will. Or I can just fall. That works too. You can actually knock the bombs into him if you want to, but I like to just knock myself into him. Since I can actually control my movement midair. It makes it a bit easier. As you can see, this boss is not hard at all. Let's just leave it like that. A bit of equilibrium. With the weights, anyway. And that was it. That was all of Starlight Zone. Like I said at the beginning of the level, this is sort of a breather level. A lot easier than previous areas. Next time on Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog, I'll be taking down Scrap Brain Zone. See you later, everybody.